Hello everyone, I am Wang Xiunan from Xinhua News Agency. Now I am at Beijing Daxing International Airport, and this new airport will become a very important transport center of Beijing. Now it is finished its construction, so today we're gonna go inside and take a look. Then just let's go. This airport is located 46 kilometers south of downtown Beijing and is at the junction of Beijing and Hebei province. Now we are in the fourth floor of the airport, which is departure floor for international and domestic airlines. We can see that this is the check-in hall. All the check-in counters are here. Well, the design of this hall is very beautiful because it's like the people call it like a lucky cloud as the white color and the curving shape. Now we can see a column with orange color. It is called a C-shaped column. As we know that the entire airport is supported by 8 C-shaped columns, just like this one. And the check-in islands, we can see that they call it a check-in island. There are 9 check-in islands, I think. 5 for international airlines, and the other 4 is for the domestic lines. Well, maybe we can now take a near look of the C columns. We can see that about the roof is made of a glass so that the sunlight can go in, and also it's very beautiful for the hall. Yeah, after seeing the check-in part, then maybe we can go inside for the security checks part. Well, we can see a picture of the airport. It's like a golden triangle. And now we are getting to the security checks part. And I hear passengers will line up and to get the security check. And we can see it's a much bigger place and have many entrances, so maybe it could be fast for passengers to pass through. And now we are getting into the central place of this terminal. Here we can see the terminal has 4 floors. The first and second one is for the arrival floors, and the third and fourth one is for the departure floor. And actually there is a fifth floor in this area, and it's actually a place for people to say goodbye, because once you get into the security check, usually you cannot see your families or friends, but here after you go through the security checks, you can still say goodbye here, wave them goodbye to your friends. And here we can see another C-shaped columns. And as I was told that this airport is very environmental friendly place, because it saves a lot of energy. Because as you can see above the roof, the lights, there are not too much lights on the roof, because they have a very special coating on the roof, and the other lights that's built on the little rooms, the other lights, they will shine on the roof, and then the coating will reflect the lights to the other place. So the airports will not need so much lights. And also, as it's reported, that the airplane will use many smart technologies to make the airport a smart one, such as the self-check-in, self-baggage check-in, and also the facial recognition technologies in security checks. So it's gonna helpful for passengers to pass through all these procedures fast, and also it could be a paperless self-service airport. And as we can see that the airport is a huge one, and we know that when you come to a huge airport, there always have the same problem, because it's too big to walk through it. And sometimes your boarding gates may get very far away from you. So in order to avoid that, this airport has a design maybe just like your hand. Now we are at the central place of the terminal. It's like just your palm, and then we have 5 fingers as 5 passages for the boarding gates, so that the farthest boarding gate is about 600 meters away from the central place. It's only take about 8 minutes to walk from the central area to the farthest end. So it's quite convenient, and it's easy for people to walk through. Yeah, as you can see now, here is one of the 5 fingers. The farthest end is not very far away. And also the airplane is going to be an integrated transport network that combines subways, expressways, intercity rail, high-speed rail, and the airport. So which means that you can get to the airport by railways or subways, and you can only take the elevator to go on, and then you just arrive at the airport. You don't need to walk too much. And now we will go 1 finger passages and to see what we will get. Well, some people may ask that Beijing has already have one of the biggest and busiest airports in Asia. So why is this new airport necessary? Well, actually, it is necessary because the Beijing Capital Airport has been the busiest airport in Asia, and it's well, with that many people using the airport every day, well, it is certainly that another airport will be needed. And now the Beijing Daxing International Airport, the terminal of it is actually the largest single building airport concourse. And it's estimated to handle 45 million passengers annually by 2021 and maybe 72 million by 2025. So it's gonna take the pressure off of the Beijing Capital Airport. And now we are going one of the fingers passages. Yeah, now actually we are going. We are arriving at the first boarding gate, as we know, and it's very near with the central area. Yeah, here is our first boarding gate. It's truly safe a lot of walking. Well, as I've talked about, the roof on the roof of the fingers, you can see is still made of a glass so that the sunlight can go in. And now the waiting area around the boarding gate is prepared, and they will have many chairs here for people to wait. These are the carpets, I think, to put under around this place. And here's the entrance for people to get to the far boarding gate, so that you can take the shuttle bus here. Just go down this elevator, and then can get the shuttle bus, and it will send you to your boarding gate. And as we can see at the end of this hall, there are something red, like the building with a red color. It's actually a garden. As we know that, the report said that each fingers will have a garden at the end of it, and with different themes, I think. This one that we are going to walk nearby is the theme of Chinese traditional garden, and the other four, I think, is the garden of silk, of tea and porcelain, and of farm. We are nearly at the end of the finger passages, so it's quite not that far as we imagined before. So it's really easy for for passengers, especially with the baggages, to walk. And now we arrived at the Chinese traditional garden. Yeah, we can see it's all the traditional way. The colors, the shapes. And it's almost the end of the passages. But actually there are two boarding gates behind the garden, and that is the end actually. And these two boarding gates is for huge airplanes like A380. Well, we can see the monitoring tower here, the high building. The tower will monitor all the planes get off and take off. And this airport's construction is almost done, as we were told, and it's gonna be at the end of this June to finish all the construction. And then about setting up the facilities and the decorations, it will last for 3 months. So at this September, people would use this new airport. Yeah, this is the new airport, and we can see that its construction is almost done now. And at this September, maybe if you come to Beijing, maybe you will land up here. So it's gonna be a very exciting thing to land up here too. And this is all for today, and thank you for your watching.